So, what are static methods and static fields? Instance methods and instance fields? And what are the differences between static methods and instance methods? And static fields and instance fields? Well, static methods are methods in Java that can be called without creating an object of that class. And by declaring a method using the static keyword, you can call without creating an object first because it becomes part of the class. And static methods are associated to the class which they are in, and they are designed to be shared with objects inside that class. Instance methods, however, are methods that require an object of its class to be created before it can be called, meaning that the object has to be created first before it can be used. And in order to use an instance method, you have to create an object of that class and define it. And instance methods belong to the objects of the class and not the class as a whole itself. And every individual object created in the class has its own copy because they can be changed based on the object you're using. With static fields, they belong to the class as a whole because no matter how many objects you create inside that class, there will only exist the fields located inside the class, and the values will always be the same no matter where it is accessed from. And you don't need an instance of that class to access its static fields because they're located in the class. Instance fields, however, are located in the instances of the class, and each instance can have its own values for the fields. And you have to have an object on which you can access it from, which is a class. So, the difference between static methods and instance methods are static methods are as a whole, they belong to the class as a whole, while instance methods belong to the individual objects, and they can change based on what particular object you are using at that particular time. And same with static fields and instance fields. A static field belongs to the class as a whole, while instance fields are instances of the class, and they can have their own values, just like instance methods. And you also have to have a class object to access it first with an instance field.